Vignanam Dimirandhasya Jnanam Chakshurum Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurani Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishwahamsute Devi Pranamami Hare Priya. Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Ya Purendra Tushara Jajalaya Ya Shudra Vastamrita Ya Veena Varananda Manditakara Ya Shweta Padmasana Ya Brahmanjuta Shankara Pravatini Devi Sada Vandita Samam Patu Saraswati Bhagavati Buddhi Pradam Sharade Buddhi Pradam Sharade. Jai Gurudev everyone.
Jai Gurudev.
It's lovely to be here, finally, with all of you. Are you speaking English?
No.
Oh, okay.
Es maravilloso estar aquí con vosotros finalmente. Ayúdale con el...
Ahí va.
Bueno, no te vayas.
So, why I say finally? Because 2 years ago, it was 2.5 years? 2 years?
Yes, two and a half.
No sé.
It was planned that I come to Argentina but due to visa problem, I could not make it here. Well, I think, you see, everything is right. Everything is perfect how it is.
Hace 2 años y medio no pudo venir, por eso ha dicho finalmente que está aquí. Y bueno, dice que de todas formas todo es perfecto y que ocurre en el momento que tiene que ocurrir.
So, I will see your question.
Va a haber vuestras preguntas.
Firstly, before I look at your question, do you have any question you would like to ask?
Antes de que mire a vuestras preguntas, ¿queréis preguntar algo ahora?
You're shy. Oh, the little girl, they have a question. Yes.
I'd like to know, is there anybody else speaking? I'd like to know why you masters say we should only know one master.
You see, if you want to reach your goal, let's say for example, you want to go to, let's say, I don't know any town here in Argentina.
Córdoba, for example. Córdoba, for example.
Córdoba?
Córdoba.
That's in Spain, Córdoba.
No, here also. Very good your geography in Spain, but here also.
Okay, makes sense. So let's say you want to go to Córdoba, for example. Okay. How many buses can you take? Oh, I don't know how far it is, but no idea how near it is. No? For example, you are going by bus. How many buses can you take? One? Really? Or you can take, of course you can take many buses, but would you reach directly there? Or longer it will make your journey? So it's the same. You see, if you want to reach a certain destination, the main thing is how clear is your destination? Okay? And how you long to reach to that destination. You want to go faster to that destination, then you take a direct road, no? You take your fast road. Then you take one bus, 10 hours later you will reach your destination. But if you want to go to that destination, but yet you want to go for a detour around Argentina to reach to Córdoba, I don't know where it is, but I guess somewhere. Will it take the same time or not?
Esperad a que termine de hablar y traduzco. Esperad a que termine de hablar y voy a traducir todo, porfa. Dejarle a él hablar.
Wait a bit.
Eso dice él también. Tened paciencia y esperad un poco.
Patience is a very good virtue. That's what I've made with 2.5 years for me to come.
La paciencia, dice, es una muy buena virtud y habéis estado esperando 2 años y medio a que venga.
Total, podemos esperar media hora más.
So, ask this question. Translate.
Okay. Bueno, le han preguntado que por qué los maestros dicen normalmente que se tome solo un camino, en el camino espiritual. Y él está diciendo que, por ejemplo, si queréis ir a una ciudad, como por ejemplo ha dicho, no sabía ninguna ciudad, no se le ocurría en Argentina, ¿no? Entonces le he dicho Córdoba. Y dice, pero eso está en España. Y digo, no, pero aquí también. Entonces dice, por ejemplo, si queréis ir a Córdoba, ha preguntado, ¿cómo podéis ir? ¿Cuántos autobuses tenéis que tomar? Y entonces ha dicho alguien, 1. Y dice él, bueno, podéis tomar uno o podéis tomar varios. Entonces, dependiendo de cómo queráis hacer el camino, podéis querer hacer el camino de forma rápida y entonces tomáis el que va directo, o a lo mejor queréis daros una vuelta por Argentina y entonces pues vais por diferentes sitios. Ahí es donde nos habíamos quedado.
So my question is, if you take longer all around to reach to Cordoba, I guess Cordoba down, so will it take 10 hours or will it take maybe double or triple?
Dice, si queréis hacer esta vuelta por Argentina, ¿qué os llevaría eso? ¿Horas o os llevaría el doble o el triple de lo que habíais pensado?
Mucho más.
It will take double or triple.
El doble o el triple.
And also one thing you have to understand, why it is said to have one master. Who is the master? Who is the guru? Guru is not just a normal person, like left, right, people take gurus, No. When you can say, you are mine, this is a different matter. You belong to me. When you're clear about where you stand, then you can visit and receive blessing of many gurus. The same, you see, your parents, for example, your mother and your father. Your parent is yours. 1,000 people can say, you are like my child. Oh, we are like your parents, but they don't become your parents. So like and is two different things. That's why having one master, you stand on a path which you belong to. So once that is clear, of course, receive the blessing or to see other path. This doesn't matter. You may also take knowledge from somewhere else and utilize it for your own growth. But as long as you are clear upon that, that's what it means to have one master.
Dice, lo que hay que tener claro es quién es el maestro, quién es el gurú, porque no todas las personas pueden ser un maestro o un gurú, ¿no? Y aquí es muy importante el sentido de pertenencia, de si tú te sientes que perteneces al maestro, al gurú, y sientes que él te pertenece a ti. Y es como pasa con los padres. Nosotros tenemos unos padres y son nuestros padres. Aunque otras personas nos digan te quiero como un padre, no es lo mismo. Y esto es lo que pasa con el maestro, ¿no? Entonces, cuando uno tiene su maestro, su gurú, tiene su camino definido. Y no quiere decir que no puedas tomar conocimiento de otros caminos que te ayuden a crecer espiritualmente, pero al menos tienes claro tu camino.
Second, very often, you see, one master may say something and another master may say something else, which means it's not bad, but, you see, masters see things in a different angle. The view of the master see things in a different way, in a broader way, more open, more possibilities. But the disciple doesn't see the same way. That's why very often you will see masters are more open than the disciple. The disciples are more fanatic because they see it in a very square way, not in a broad-minded way. And that can create confusion. Then you see very often disciple of this master, disciple of that master, they keep fighting each another, and both of them say, yeah, we love God. No, we are spiritual. But they keep fighting, we are best. And that is why you have so many religions, fighting with each other. Then what's the difference between spiritual people and these people? they don't make any difference, no? Where you have more possibility to grow in a spiritual way, to attain something more, but yet you're acting the same savage way.
Dice, y segundo, sigue contestando a esa pregunta. Un maestro puede decir una cosa y otro maestro puede decir otra, desde un punto de vista diferente, pero porque tiene una visión más amplia que los discípulos, y en cambio el discípulo no ve eso. Los discípulos normalmente son más cuadrados y ven las cosas pues sin tanto ángulo de visión, ¿no? Y eso puede crear confusión. Y por eso los discípulos muchas veces están luchando, aunque se supone que los dos aman, o quien sea, aman a Dios, pero en realidad eso es lo que permite que tengamos diferentes religiones, ¿no? Porque son diferentes puntos de vista, ¿no? Y a veces les hace a los discípulos actuar como salvajes, aunque estén predicando el amor de Dios.
Do you understand why it is important to have one master? When having one master doesn't mean that you become fanatic. No, you broaden your mind, your understanding firstly. Especially be clear of where you're standing. And when that is clear, yes, have the knowledge from everywhere. Because knowledge is something that is very important. That's why you have come here, no? To gain knowledge. And through knowledge that will access something which is deeper inside of you, which is called love. Because love is not just superficially what people feel, you know. It's like, okay, yes, I love this person today, I don't love that person tomorrow, you know. No, love is more superior than that. But that knowledge of love, you have to really gain it from the Master. Then this is very important, you know.
Y dice, entonces un maestro no significa que uno sea fanático, sino que tienes que tener claro tu camino. El conocimiento es bueno y en realidad el conocimiento, por eso habéis venido aquí hoy, os ayuda a conectar con el amor. El amor es más de lo que normalmente oímos y hablamos de lo que es el amor como la palabra en sí. El conocimiento del amor es algo que solamente el maestro te puede dar.
So thirdly, you know, like I said, you see, when you are in the port, you can stand on two boats. But when the boat starts going, what will happen?
Si estáis con un pie en cada bote, podéis estar en un momento, pero si los botes se empiezan a poner en camino, ¿no? Empiezan a navegar, ¿qué pasa?
You will fall into doubt, into delusion, and so on.
Os caeréis en la ilusión, en la desilusión.
That's why the scripture said that you must have one. Like you have one mother, you have one father, you have one guru.
Por eso las escrituras dicen que tenéis que tener un maestro, igual que tenéis un padre, una madre, pues tenéis que tener un gurú.
Actually, guru is even more than mother and father. Because what the guru can give, your mother and father can't give.
Y realmente el gurú es mucho más que el padre y la madre, porque lo que os da el gurú no os lo puede dar el padre y la madre.
Understand, Mataji? Your little girl there had a question.
La niña pequeña que estaba por ahí, que tenía una pregunta. If she's asking if she can hug you.
Yes, you can.
Dice sí.
Maybe later on when I come down.
Quizás después cuando baje del escenario, ¿vale?
Good.
Bien.
So, if one already has the grace of God and Guru, how can we stay in the state in order for this love to flow always without the interference of the mind?
Si uno tiene la gracia del gurú, ¿cómo hacer para que eso siga fluyendo siempre, superando la mente?
So firstly, in the question, we talk about the grace of God and Guru. The moment you have the grace of God and Guru, you can't fall back. Because the grace of God is not something that diminishes like everything else. It is something which is continuous, which is ever growing. So it can't go back. So as long as the mind is still interfere, meaning you must still work upon changing of that mind. Grace, firstly, you have to understand, first you are born as a human being. This is the first grace. After 8.5 million life, you are incarnating as a human being. Doesn't mean this itself. Before that, maybe you have taken already millions of lives as a human being for you to be sitting here. Don't think that last life you were an animal, this life you are already a human being. For some people, yes. But then you will not be on the spiritual place, you know. You still go through a very low spheres, you know. Then after that, ready to climb the ladder. So to be spiritual, this is the second grace which God have given you. And in that, there's a grace of to have certain knowledge of longing for Him. Because you see, you have knowledge to long for the world. In the cooperative world, everybody from childhood, you have the grace of the world to long for the world. And longing for the world, you are attached to Maya. So you are not free. So what is to free oneself, you know? So this is another grace. And this is where your spiritual life is, you know, where you're standing. And this is the third grace in your life, to be spiritual.
Dice, bueno, nacéis, hay varias gracias, ¿no? La primera de ellas es nacer como ser humano. Tenemos como 1,5 millones de vidas como antes de llegar a ser seres humanos. Y no penséis que en esta vida llegamos aquí y que hemos sido, por ejemplo, animales en la anterior, sino que han podido pasar ya muchos millones de vidas antes de que estéis aquí sentados. Porque no penséis que eso es algo casual y que si en la vida anterior hubieseis sido un animal ibais a estar aquí sentados ya en el camino espiritual. Esa es la segunda gracia, de hecho, el estar en el camino espiritual. Pero también está la gracia de anhelar a Dios, porque tenemos el anhelo también por las cosas del mundo exterior. Y si tenemos el anhelo por las cosas del mundo exterior, estamos apegados a las cosas del mundo exterior, estamos en maya, en la ilusión, y no somos libres. Entonces, eso es lo que es liberarse, ¿no? Liberarse de ese maya. Y esa es la otra gracia, ¿no? El tener ese anhelo de Dios para poder liberarse.
You see, very often we hear in common language, you know, you receive the grace of God, you know, like the question says, but yet we can't keep it. Yes or no?
Dice,
do you think God will give you something that you can't handle?
Dice, muy a menudo se dice que así, como si no se dijera nada importante, recibes la gracia de Dios, pero después, ¿qué pasa? ¿La mantienes? Y dice él, ¿podéis manejar la gracia de Dios?
No, He will give you something that you can handle. And when God gives you something, it is permanent. Not like somebody give you something today and tomorrow they forget what they have given you. And they ask you back, give me back what I have given you. That's human. When God plants the seed inside of you, of course you have to learn to water it. And you water it through knowledge. Knowledge of the self.
Dice, cuando Dios te da algo es permanente, no te lo quita después, eso es cosa de los humanos, pero Dios no es así. Entonces, cuando te da algo, tienes que regarlo. ¿Y cómo lo riegas? Con el conocimiento del ser.
So when you have that knowledge of the self, you will see that yet there is more to that. Because realizing oneself is not enough. You see, you realize there is much more to that. This is where you long for God. You see, God realization is one thing, self-realization is another thing. And there's a big difference between the two.
El conocimiento del ser, cuando lo tenéis, no os quedáis ahí, veis que hay más. Porque no solo después de tener el conocimiento del ser os quedáis ahí, sino que anheláis a Dios. O sea, el conocimiento, la consciencia del ser y la consciencia de Dios es algo diferente.
First, you realize who you are truly. Then you long for something to fulfill the longing of the soul. You have one desire inside of your mind as a human being. You understand things in one way. You see, people of the world, people who doesn't have any notion of spiritual feel, they long for the world itself. And of course, like it said in the Bhagavad, even if the whole wealth of this universe is given to somebody, the disease of desire will never finish. And that disease of desire will never finish because it is material. The mind can long only something which is material. So more you run toward that, to fulfill and try to find happiness or to find that joy inside of you, you will never find. Because in this world there is not a single glimpse of inner peace. Because that inner peace which you're looking for is not into this world. It's not something tangible. It is something subtle which is inside of you. That's where, when you dive within through your sadhana, you feel the presence of the divine next to you. Because it is inside of you. There's something deeper inside. And this is where you can connect to the divine. You feel the grace of God. You feel, of course, the Guru's grace will help you to reach to that level. And above all, the aim is to attain Him. Why you are born as a human being, why you have been born for lives and lives and lives, in that cycle, thousands and millions of lives. For what? You have had the experience of the world. You have two reality. You have Maya reality and you have God reality. Maya reality, you have been experiencing life after lives. But yet, why are you still unhappy? So then when Master appeared in your life, it will remind you of another reality. It said, okay, you have enjoyed the reality of Maya. When would you say enough is enough? Only when you are awake, then you have realized that. That is when Master come and remind you that there is another reality which is more permanent reality, not superficial, not which is limited. And that's what the Master wants you to be. To attain to something which is supreme, something which is higher than everything. And this is the grace which a Master gives you.
Dice, primero somos conscientes de quiénes somos como humanos, comprendemos las cosas de una forma y anhelamos el mundo. Como se dice en el Bhagavatam, incluso aunque nos dieran toda la riqueza, dice, aunque os dieran toda la riqueza del mundo, nuestros deseos nunca terminarían, porque son cosas materiales y eso no termina nunca. Y no podemos alcanzar la felicidad así. La felicidad no la podemos buscar en cosas materiales. La felicidad es algo sutil que está dentro de nosotros. Por eso, cuando hacemos la sadhana, la práctica espiritual, sentimos algo dentro de nosotros, que es lo que nos puede conectar con Dios, y la gracia del Gurú nos ayuda para eso. Nuestro objetivo es llegar a Dios. ¿Tantas vidas que tenemos? ¿Para qué? ¿Para qué tenemos tantas vidas? Hay dos realidades, la de Maya, la de la ilusión, y la de Dios. ¿Y por qué seguimos infelices después de tantas vidas, ¿no? El Maestro está aquí para recordarte que te lo has pasado muy bien, pero ¿cuándo vas a decir ya basta? Porque hay más. Hay otra realidad que no es limitada y Él quiere que vosotros alcancéis, que nosotros alcancemos algo supremo, y por eso está ahí. Y esa es la gracia del Gurú.
So the last part of the question said that without any interference of the mind, so for that grace to flow through you, without any interference of the mind, you have to feed the mind with the right thing. If you feed the mind with the wrong thing, of course, it will be interfere. So then whose fault it is? Exactly. So learn to feed your mind with the right thing. There's so many positive things in this world. Focus upon that. This world is so much filled, with positive and negative. Nowadays you see very well negativity is more, Why? It is because of the mind. Everywhere you take the media, you take everywhere, they teach you how to become negative. They don't teach you how to become positive. It's full everywhere with infusion of negativity. Be negative, Fill yourself with hate, fill yourself with anger. Then where do you want peace? How would you get peace? How would you become peaceful? That's why you have to detach your mind. This is what will interfere into that. You have to detach your mind, feed it with positive things. Like that, your attitude itself will change. It will become positive. Otherwise, you will contribute into the negativity of the world. There is enough. You don't need to add more.
Dice, la última parte de la pregunta era cómo hacer que la gracia fluya sin las interferencias de la mente. Entonces dice, para que la gracia fluya tienes que alimentar la mente con las cosas adecuadas, porque si no, la mente interfiere. ¿Y de quién es la culpa? Pues tú. Entonces, el mundo tiene muchas cosas negativas y positivas, pero tenéis que concentraros en lo bueno. Los medios de comunicación normalmente nos enseñan a ser negativos, no positivos. Lo que hacen es llenarnos de miedo y de ira y después queremos tener paz. Por eso tenemos que alimentar la mente con cosas positivas y así nuestra actitud cambiará, porque si no lo que hacemos es contribuir con la negatividad y no hace falta que haya más negatividad.
The working on the mind is it demands a lot of effort. It's not just something you read one book, you think, yes, I'm fine, I'm master of the mind now. No, it takes throughout your life itself. You see, there's a beautiful example. If we want to make a pot, a clay pot, what do we need?
Dice, trabajar con la mente requiere mucho esfuerzo, no se trata de leer un libro y ya eres un maestro de la mente, ¿no? Tienes que hacerlo a lo largo de la vida. Dice un ejemplo muy bonito, si queréis hacer una vasija de barro, ¿qué es lo que necesitáis? Clay.
Clay, exactly.
Eso, sí.
But the clay, does it become a pot just like that?
Pero el barro se convierte en una vasija así por así.
No. What do you need?
¿Qué es lo que necesitáis?
You need firstly a potter.
Bueno, primero necesitáis alguien que hace un alfarero.
Without a potter, it's not possible.
Un alfarero, porque si no, sin el alfarero no lo podéis hacer.
The potter need to have the knowledge how to make a pot.
El alfarero tiene que tener el conocimiento de cómo hacer la vasija.
He must have the resolution inside of him, the want to do it.
Tiene que
If
tener...
you have a potter without having this want to do it, it's useless.
Tiene que tener también el alfarero la resolución de querer hacerlo, porque si tienes un alfarero y lo que lo sabe hacer pero no lo quiere hacer.
The potter need to have the skill. This is where knowledge comes. It need to have the instrument.
El alfarero necesita ser hábil, tener la habilidad, tener los instrumentos.
So you see, just to make a simple pot, it takes a lot, no? It takes resolution, effort, skill, knowledge, potter, instrument, and so on. Just to make a simple clay pot.
Dice,
So then imagine what it takes to make you into what God wants. There's also a lot. But do you allow yourself to be taken and polished? This is something else, you see. We can take spirituality as superficial, basic, or we can take spirituality and dive into it and become what we are in essence, For example, when you take a diamond, a rough diamond or a stone or whatever, who can say that this is a stone, this stone is a diamond? No, you can't say. Because you see, if you look at a rough diamond, it looks like rough everything, like a rough stone which you see on the road. But those who have the knowledge of that, the moment they will see it, straight away, they will know that this is a diamond. So like that knowledge. So just having a rough diamond is one thing. Those who knows this, how to cut it, how to polish it, they will have a different view of it. This is where the master come into life, where he take you, because he perceives something deeper inside of you, something which you yourself don't perceive inside of you. That's why I said earlier, when the master look, he'd have a different view from what the disciple look at. So the master perceives something deeper inside, but yet you're still rough. You still have to be polished. Do you allow yourself to be polished so that you can shine? This is up to you. This is your choice. This is your spiritual sadhana, where you start practicing and go deeper into it. And on that, of course, there will be many tests also. Don't think that, yes, you will receive everything just on a golden plate. No. The master will test you. There were once a disciple of a certain master. So this disciple wanted to learn the Veda. So he approached a Veda master, Veda Guru. Said, please teach me. The master said, you know how difficult it is to learn the Veda? It will take you 12 years to learn it. And he was very adamant, said, yes, I want to learn. So he learned the Veda for 12 years. On the last, when he wanted, there was a test, The master was very busy, so he didn't have time to give him a test. So he said to him, at the back there is a tree. Go there, under the tree, chant the Veda, what you have learned for 12 years, okay? And as many mistakes you make, each mistake, one leaf will fall. No, each mistake you make, one leaf will fall. Collect them, bring them to me. I said, okay, fine, I can do that. So he went at the back, and the Veda start with the praise of Lord Ganesha. Ganana Twa. The moment he said that, all the leaves fall down. All of them. Naked tree. He was shocked. Traumatized, he ran to his master, crying, fall at the feet of the master. He said, the moment I start, Ganana, the whole leaves fell down. Not even one, all of them. The master said to him, well, that's a very grave mistake you made, my dear. I said, but I don't know what mistake I made. The master hold the leaves, close his eyes, and he perceived, but he started with the chanting to Lord Ganesha. This is the first mistake he made, and this was the biggest of all mistakes. Why? Because first, if you have the knowledge of the Veda, you have to know that the first prayer is not to any divinity, but to the one which is supreme, which is the Guru himself. So you see, even studying of the Veda, God will test you. But tested from the divine is not to make you weak, actually is to make you more stronger. That's why tests come in the devotee's life. We don't perceive it in many ways, but that grace of the Master is there to carry you, to polish you, to make you strong. I'll let her translate.
Dice, trabajar con la mente requiere mucho esfuerzo, no se trata de leer un libro, eso ya lo habíamos dicho. Entonces, este ejemplo que ha puesto de la vasija, pues necesitaba muchas cosas, ¿no? La resolución, el barro, el alfarero que quisiera hacerlo, los instrumentos. Entonces, imaginaos si hacer una simple vasija de barro cuesta todo eso, ¿qué es lo que puede costar que nos convirtamos en lo que Dios quiere? Y además, ¿qué es lo que pasa? Permitimos a Dios que nos pula. Porque la espiritualidad la podemos entender como algo superficial o como algo en profundidad, para saber realmente quiénes somos. Si vemos una piedra, a lo mejor no tenemos ni idea de que se va a convertir en un diamante. Hay gente que tiene conocimiento y si ve un tipo de piedra, sí que puede ver que se va a convertir en un diamante, ¿no? Si lo cortas, lo pules, y tienen una visión diferente de la misma piedra. Y por eso aparece el maestro, porque el maestro percibe algo profundo donde nosotros no vemos nada. Y por eso decíamos antes, en la primera pregunta, que los maestros tienen un punto de vista, un ángulo diferente que nosotros. Pero aún así, aunque lo ve claro, nos tiene que pulir, ¿no? Entonces, dejamos que nos pulan los maestros. Eso es nuestra elección y por eso tenemos que hacer nuestra sadhana, nuestra práctica espiritual, profundizar y además recibir pruebas, test. No creáis que el maestro nos lo va a entregar todo en un platito de oro. El maestro nos pone pruebas. Dice, había un discípulo que quería entender los Vedas y entonces va a ver a un gurú de los Vedas, un maestro de los Vedas. Y le dice, por favor, maestro, enséñame que quiero aprender los Vedas. Y el maestro le dice, ¿seguro que quieres aprender los Vedas? ¿Sabes lo difícil que es? Que son 12 años. Y el otro dice, sí, yo quiero. Y entonces al final de los 12 años el maestro está muy ocupado y no tiene tiempo para darle un test, ¿no? Una prueba. Y dice, mira, hay un árbol allí atrás, vete debajo del árbol y empieza a recitar los Vedas que has aprendido durante estos 12 años. Y por cada fallo que tengas, caerá una hoja del árbol y entonces las tienes que recoger y traérmelas. Entonces, se va debajo del árbol, empieza a cantar una oración que se hace a Ganesha y en cuanto dice 3 palabras, se caen todas las hojas. Entonces se queda ahí en shock, traumatizado, ¿no? Todas las hojas de una vez, va llorando al maestro y le dice, maestro, es que he dicho 3 palabras y se han caído todas las hojas. Y dice el maestro, es que has hecho un gran error. Y le dice el discípulo, pero es que no sé qué error es. Entonces el maestro cierra los ojos y ve que lo primero que ha hecho es recitar el mantra de Ganesha. Pero le dice, la primera oración que se hace nunca es a una divinidad, sino a quien es lo supremo, a lo supremo. Y eso es el gurú. Ese fue su fallo. Y dice, el maestro siempre nos da los test, las pruebas, para hacernos más fuertes. Y esa es la gracia del maestro.
We can talk more about this, and just on this question, I take the second one. If I place a bottle of water on top of the image of a saint, will this water be infused with blessing? Apart from doing my best to improve on the spiritual path and praying for the world leaders, what can I do to help God bless them and fill their mind with ideas of peace? So for the first question, if you place the water bottle upon the image or a yantra or whatever, water is a very adaptive. You see, water molecules absorbed the energy which it is in the environment of, you know. It's a very good conductor of energies. So automatically, if you place a bottle of water or a glass of water upon an image of a saint or a yantra or whatever, of course it will absorb that energy, and that water will be sanctified, will be blessed. You have this famous, what is his name?
Masaru Emoto.
Yes, some motto. He made so beautifully some research upon the water molecules, how the name even written upon have a capacity of changing the molecules of water. And that is so interesting to see, because you see, our body is made up of how many percentage of water?
¿Cuánto porcentaje de agua tiene nuestro cuerpo? 80, 70.
85, 90.
Dice.
Okay, let's say 70 to be happy with all of you.
Vamos a decir 70, para que os quedéis todos contentos.
You see, 70 something is our body made up of water. So imagine when you are putting negativity, you know, you are surrounding yourself by negative people, or you are feeding your mind with negative thoughts, what happened to your body? What happened to all these molecules inside of you? It's also transformed into negativity. So you have to bear in mind that this, if you want to keep it healthy, you have to learn to keep this one healthy. Keep your mind healthy. When your mind is healthy, your body is healthy. But how to keep the mind healthy then? This is where you chant the name of God. Remembrance of the divine at all time. That will keep your mind healthy. You know, read the life of saints, the Leela which God have performed, you know, with them. That will keep your mind healthy. And do something positive once at least per day. One thing, whether it is big or small, just do one thing which you will feel, yes, I have done something good today. That will keep your mind healthy.
Dice.
And of course you can put the bottle of water on a saint image. That also is good.
La primera parte de la pregunta era, si ponemos una botella encima de una imagen de un santo, ¿se queda bendecida el agua? Y entonces él dice, el agua, las moléculas absorben la energía de donde están. El agua es un muy buen conductor de energía. Entonces, si ponemos el agua encima de un santo, de una divinidad, pues tendremos agua bendecida. Dice, hay un doctor, un personaje japonés, Masaru Emoto, que hizo muchos experimentos con agua y que incluso vio que las moléculas absorbían las propiedades incluso de nombres escritos encima del agua. Entonces es cuando ha preguntado ¿cuánto porcentaje de agua tiene nuestro cuerpo? ¿No? Ya habéis dicho 70, 80, 90, ¿no? Dice él, bueno, vamos a dejarlo en 70 y algo. Y dice, cuando estáis rodeados de gente negativa, tenéis pensamientos negativos, también todo se transforma dentro de vosotros de forma negativa, también esas moléculas, ¿no? Si queréis tener el cuerpo sano, tenéis que tener la mente sana. ¿Y cómo mantener la mente sana? Pues tenéis que recitar, cantar el nombre. Por ejemplo, podéis leer la vida de los santos, los lilas de Dios, ¿no? Eso ayudará a que vuestra mente esté sana. Y también dice, al menos haced una cosa positiva al día. No importa que sea pequeña o grande, pero al menos que seáis capaces de decir, sí, he hecho algo bueno.
Second part of the question said, how can I help the world leaders, how can I help, God bless them, to fill their mind with good idea of peace? How you can help is by changing yourself. You will never be able to help somebody else to change. You can only change yourself. When you change yourself, that contributes a lot into this world. If you don't change and yet expect everybody else to change, it's not working. First, look at yourself, change, bring the best out of you, Become positive, become vegetarian. Stop by encouraging the killing, of animal, because you see, we eat things, but what affects our mind state is the food, what we eat. Very often people don't realize that, thinking, yes, okay, we can eat everything and we can carry on our spiritual path and do whatever. No, if you want really to grow in spirituality, you have to let go of this, because you are contributing in something positive in life. And also, one thing is that you can't say, yes, I want to bring peace into the world when you are yourself contributing by eating meat and so on. So filling the stomach with the right things is also affecting one mindset. Like it is said, I don't know whether it is a French saying, but said, you are what you eat. I think it's French, no? Probably here also you say
yes,
that.
Yes, we say that also.
And you said, but maybe in Spain, but not in Argentina.
Okay, I can ask. Shall I ask?
Yes, right.
Dice, hay un dicho francés que es que eres lo que comes, ¿no? Y dice, a lo mejor también está aquí el dicho, y le he dicho, sí, es así. Y dice, bueno, a lo mejor en España, aquí no sabemos. ¿Tenéis ese dicho también? Yes.
Yes, for what?
Yes, they have the same saying. You are what you eat.
You say it also here. Huh?
Lo decís también, ¿no?
You see, imagine for an animal what they go through before being killed. Do you think you can cook it or burn it that will change it? No, this don't change anything. That nervosity, that anger, that worry, Imagine somebody do that to you. What would you go mentally? Anxiety, frustration, anger. That all goes into the meat that people eat. And it's beautiful just for that, no? But then you will have to bear the consequence of it. There's a beautiful thing, analogy to that. There was a man walking. As he was walking, he saw a mango tree. When he saw the mango tree, he wanted the mango tree. What he did? He climbed on the tree. So the foot climb on the tree. The eyes see, the foot climb. But the foot climb on the tree is not enough. The hand must pick it. So the hand pick the mango. So the hand pick the mango, The hand cannot eat it. The mouth eat it. So the eyes see the food climb, the hand picked, the mouth eat, the mouth taste it. The mouth tastes it. But can the mouth keep it? The mouth doesn't keep it. What keep the mango? The stomach. No? So the stomach keep the mango. And then the owner of that mango tree come, seeing that you have taken his mango, what he will do? He give you a good beating. So who got the beating? Is your back. No? So when your back got the beating, who feel the pain? You are feeling the pain, no? Then what happened? Who cry? The eyes. So you again cry. The eyes will have perceived the mango, who want to see, that eyes will cry. This is the law of karma. There's this circle, you know. What you eat, you know, that what you sow, that you shall reap.
Dice, era la segunda parte de la pregunta, ¿no? Que decía, ¿cómo puedo ayudar a los líderes mundiales para que contribuyan a la paz? Entonces, lo primero que ha dicho él es, si queréis que haya paz en el mundo, primero cambiaros a vosotros mismos. Eso contribuye mucho. Primero, mírate a ti mismo. Da lo mejor de ti. Por ejemplo, hazte vegetariano, porque lo que comemos afecta a nuestra mente. Si queréis crecer espiritualmente, tenéis que renunciar a eso. Si queréis contribuir a la paz, pero estáis comiendo carne, eso afecta a la mente. Eres lo que comes, ¿no? Aquí es cuando ha preguntado lo del dicho. Imaginad lo que pasa a un animal cuando le matan. ¿Creéis que por cocinar al animal eso cambia algo? ¿Creéis que cambia los nervios, el miedo, la ansiedad, la ira por la que pasa? ¿Qué os pasaría a vosotros si pasarais por el mismo proceso? Además de eso, están las consecuencias que eso tiene. Entonces dice, hay una analogía muy bonita de un hombre que está caminando y un hombre que está caminando y ve un árbol que tiene mangos. Entonces los ojos ven los mangos y cuando ve los mangos pues quiere los mangos, ¿no? Entonces el hombre sube al árbol. Pero con subir al árbol no llega, ¿no? La mano tiene que desplazarse y agarrar el mango. Y cuando tienes el mango en la mano, la boca se lo puede comer. Y la boca, la mano no se lo puede comer, tienes que comértelo con la boca. Y cuando lo tienes en la boca, lo pruebas. ¿Pero se queda en la boca el mango? No. ¿Dónde se queda el mango? En el estómago. Entonces,
you know, this part in Hindi is more poetic. You know? I'm listening to, it's a bit dry in English or in Spanish also.
Dice, justo esta parte en hindi, en el idioma de la India, ¿no? Es mucho más poética. Dice que en inglés o en español no suena muy poético. Dice que la traducción no suena tan poético. Entonces, bueno, se queda en el estómago, ¿no? Entonces viene el dueño del árbol y ve que te has llevado el mango, ¿no? Y entonces lo que hace es pegarte. ¿Y dónde te pega? En la espalda. Entonces, ¿quién siente el dolor? Pues el que ha robado el mango. ¿Y quién llora? ¿Por qué parte del cuerpo lloramos? Por los ojos, ¿no? Los ojos que son los que han percibido el mango al principio, son los que lloran al final. Y eso es la ley del karma. Es un círculo. It's almost 4:30.
What should I do?
As you like, you can you can continue with this one, or we will close for half an hour and then open at 5.
Yeah, we can carry on. Not a problem.
Okay.
No? You don't want me to carry on?
Dice, no quiere que sigáis, no queréis que siga. Yes, they say yes.
Let's say, you ask me a question, forget about this question.
Dice, olvídalos de esta pregunta.
Yes, Prabhu. How do you find your guru? Actually, it is not you who find the guru. You must have the longing. You know, once you have the longing, you want to have a guru. You know, you have the longing to find your master. Your master will come to you. It is the guru which finds you, actually. So the disciple have only the longing for it. Very often I have this question, people say, I'm looking for my guru. No, you can't look for your guru. Your guru is looking for you. So no matter in where you are in the world, the guru will come to you. But you must have this longing, If you don't have that longing, he don't reveal himself. And also one thing is, once you find your guru, surrender. This is one thing, people take gurus left, right, yes. But taking just guru left, right will not lead you anywhere. You must surrender to the guru. Now once somebody asked a great saint, Tiruvalur, from South India, please tell me what is surrender? Because this is a big question, because everybody talk about surrender, say, well, yes, I want to surrender, and what should I surrender, So Tiruvalur called his wife, Tiruvalur was weaving clothes during the day. He said to his wife, bring me the lamp and show me the lamp. So the wife, without asking any question, whether it's daylight, why do you need the light for? That's what most people will do, yes or no? Huh? Without asking any question, she brought the light and showed. And said, that is surrender. Sant Kabir, another great saint from Varanasi, once he said to his disciple, today I want you to serve salty prasad. And straight away, they start distributing salt as prasad to everybody, without asking any question. So that is surrender. As long as you reason, you are not surrender.
Dice, le ha preguntado a alguien del público, ¿cómo encuentras al gurú? Y dice, bueno, lo primero que tenéis que tener es anhelo por encontrar al gurú. Y entonces el gurú va a ti. A menudo me hacen esta pregunta o me dicen, estoy buscando a mi gurú. Pero realmente cuando tú tienes ese anhelo de encontrar a tu gurú es cuando lo encuentras, porque él va a ti. Pero cuando lo encuentras, lo que tienes que hacer es rendirte, entregarte. Porque si uno está yendo de izquierda a derecha, a este gurú, a este el otro, y no se rinde, no sirve de nada. Entonces dice, por ejemplo, hay un santo de la India, Tiruvalur, que una vez le dijo, alguien le dijo, ¿qué es, por favor, cuéntame qué es la rendición, qué es la entrega? Y entonces él llama a su esposa y le dice: tráeme esa lámpara de ahí y enséñamela, muéstramela. Y entonces la mujer, sin preguntarle nada, va y se la enseña, sin hacerle ninguna pregunta, ¿no? O por ejemplo, San Kabir, también otro santo de la India. Un día le dice a uno de sus discípulos: quiero que sirvas prasad salado a todo el mundo. Que os digo yo, es algo un poco raro porque suele ser dulce. Entonces, sin preguntar, sirve prasad salado a todo el mundo. Y eso es la rendición, el no tener preguntas. Dice él: si racionáis, es que no estáis entregados.
Good, because there's more people.
Dice: bien, como hay más gente fuera,
I'll see you tomorrow.
os veo mañana, dice.
Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev.
And the little girl, where is she?
¿Dónde está la niña pequeña que quería darle el abrazo?
Quietly.
Podéis ir saliendo y sin hacer ruido.
Shri Ram.
Jai Jai Rama, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama, Shri Ram, Jai.
So many. The people have to go or they stay?
Porfa, los que tenéis las bandas azules, salid, y si queréis podéis esperar fuera, y cuando hayan entrado los amarillos, si todavía hay sitio, podéis volver a pasar. Pero los azules, por favor, salid.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama, 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 Shri Ram.